It's winter in Utah. It's January and one of the coldest days of the year. And inside, we are trying to create the feeling of a warm southern summer. And this collection was really inspired by imagery of Charleston and just that southern grace and charm. And I love the traditional elements, the classic palette, the just bright, happy feeling, and wanted to evoke that in all of these looks I'm going to show you. So I'm standing in the entryway, and in square-shaped entryways, round tables work really well because it allows for a nice path around the table. I love a round table moment because it is a really good styling opportunity and a place to show off your interests and personality the second that you walk in the home. We've got a lot of new pieces that we've launched at McGee Co. This new vase, it's a huge statement. I love this little detail around the edge, and obviously that it holds a lot of branches, but it would look good alone. I love a statement, clipped branches, flowers. We have a lot of branches happening here and I absolutely love it. And the goal when styling this type of table is to really have a focal point that is tall, and I like to just kind of make it really wild so that it's imperfect and it doesn't feel too fussy. And then we layer around. Then above, centering the whole entryway, we've launched our new Towns lighting collection, and this is so beautiful. It has a really great brass tone and this ribbed detailing and a shade. And I love that you're getting kind of a part pendant, part chandelier look. And so this piece is a really versatile piece for different applications. I could put this in the center of a living room. I could put it over a dining table. I could even use two over a large kitchen island. Love it in this entryway. And then I'll take you behind me to, I think, what is my favorite vignette in the entire summer look. As an extension of this entryway, there is this really beautiful hallway and staircase, and it's this great moment, but it also is a big drop zone for a family, and I love to have a bench as a landing zone. This is an extension of our Phipps collection. We have a coffee table and desk currently and are now launching a bench and a dining table featuring that really cute leg detail. A woven top bench is a great family-friendly selection because you don't have upholstery. Definitely vintage inspired. And now we've added in this woven texture to the collection. I want to point out the 3 pillow styling. I love the way the 3 in a row looks versus just kind of like, this would be cute too, but just don't be afraid to try something new with the pillow layout. Then this cute little vintage styling moment that's so good, but also the gallery wall behind the staircase. I don't really have many rules for selecting artwork except for that it just needs to speak to you. The real key is how you hang it. And so go closer than maybe you think you should go. We have a lot of different styles of artwork working together, and I think that the key here is that we've hung them pretty close together, 2 to 3 inches apart. You want to do some painting, some photos, and really vary the style of the frame. If you want things to feel more cohesive, then pay attention to the color palette and have a cohesive color palette. And follow the shape of the space. So here we have the staircase going up and we're following that shape. And I think that that allows your eye to move with the architecture. If you have an awkward space or a small area like this that can't fit a large furniture piece but still needs something, this is our Dana console and it's one of our most popular pieces. I think it's a great starting place when you're styling any style of home because it just works with everything. We now have it in a new size and it's a 2-drawer, so it fits in smaller spaces. We have styled it with our new Ionic column piece and I'm excited about this. It has this abstract form and a really cool shape. It's just a great object to include in the mix when styling. It stands alone, you could put it on a stack of books, and it's just really cool. When I was envisioning the collection for summer, I had lots of imagery of Charleston in my mind and on my mood boards. And when we were laying out this space, it reminded me of a parlor, and we have a relatively small footprint, but what I love about a small footprint is that you can actually fit as many pieces, but we're just paying attention to the dimensions and scale. So I have lots of layers throughout. We have our new Fletcher sofa, which I'm really excited about. Has this really beautiful sloping back and arm. Next to it, we have our new Claire side table, and it has this really great turned leg, and it's in an oak finish. This works great alone. I could also set a little lamp or a potted plant, stack of books. It's great. Also, I love a stool because it can act as a side table, but then it can also just function as a functional stool. We launched a new lighting collection. It's our Towns collection, and it is so beautiful. We designed this in-house, and it has these beautiful reading details and little finials. There's lots of detail. It's elegant, but it still has a really pared back appearance, even though there's a lot of traditional details. Even the little ball chain here coordinates with the bottom of the sconce. And it's in this really lovely brass finish. Another light that I'm really excited about is over on this side of the room, our palmetto light. And it's not just woven on the base or not just woven on the shade. We have maximum impact with both the base and the shade. We intentionally designed it to kind of have this oblong base. It just adds a little bit of an edge, but it's interesting, it's textural, and it's just cool. When selecting foundational pieces in a room, I always like to make sure that I can transition them through the seasons. We have this really great rug that has a deep green, kind of olive tone, hints of a blush kind of mauve pink and neutrals. And if I was to layer darker greens on this, it would maybe feel a bit more wintry and fall. I love a dark sofa because one, it hides a lot, but two, it provides some depth to a space. This has a lot of light and airy elements that make it feel summery, but we also have some grounding pieces. What I love about a dark sofa is that it allows you to then style a lighter pillow on it. It just really stands out against the dark ground. I love this Burl coffee table in this space for a few different reasons. One, it has lightness that gives that summery feel, but also it has a contemporary shape. So I could style this in a very contemporary room and it would totally work, but there's a really nice elegance about a burl. It just works with everything. And burl is really versatile in allowing you to pair different wood tones together. So we have this medium tone wood on this turntable, and then we have the lighter oak, and then even a more rustic console table. And the burl brings all of those tones together in the one look. And I love the little facets. It provides a nice edge to some of the curves that we have in the upholstered pieces. I'm a fan of mixing in some rustic elements because as much as I love everything to be very chic, I also want it to feel really relaxed, and that provides that contrast that I'm always looking for, and also gives it more of a beachy feel to then add in those highly textured organic elements. A bright kitchen with lots of natural light always feels like summer to me, and that is the best feeling. In this kitchen, we styled a few new pieces that I'm really excited about. Our Kipling pendant. This comes in two sizes. So this is the smaller size, and then there's also a larger size that's big enough that it could be the center of a dining table really easily. Over by the range, this tray is awesome because it has the great woven texture and a leather handle, but there is a removable glass insert. So you can keep olive oil and salt and all of those things that you like to have on hand. Then you can take out the glass insert and wash it off. Then on the other side of the range, you see two really cute cutting boards with this interesting carved handle shape. And that is actually part of a set of three. And that's something that I like to keep out and decorate with in the kitchen because it also serves a purpose. Then, okay, really excited about these. I love this shape of oven mitt because it protects my arms. It's really functional, but I've got pockets here and I can just drape it over my stove and it looks really cute because it's tan and white gingham. Stools really change the entire look of a kitchen, and I'm going to show you this kitchen 3 different ways with 3 different stools and how much it changed. I'm not going to change anything else except for the stools. So this is our Etienne counter stool, and We've shared this in a dining table look before, but now we've launched the counter stool. This is in a velvet fabric. It's performance, which makes it really great for a kitchen. It's very elegant because it's velvet, but don't be scared off. It's durable. These are made to order, so they come in different fabric options, but the velvet is in stock and ready to ship. I'm gonna make a quick switch and take these out. This is our Whitaker counter stool. It comes in a couple of different finishes and in a dining and counter stool. And instantly we transform this space because we've got that shot of black against the white. And I love the look. It has a more rustic feel because we've got this spindle back chair. It could go a bit more farmhouse. You could also take it more traditional if you added a seat cushion. Even modern because it's very clean lines. It's very versatile, and this is one of my favorite counter stools because it's very simple, but then you get that really interesting detail on the back. This is our Molly counter stool, and it is a fan favorite and consistently a top seller. It just ticks all the boxes. You've got a great woven back, so it's comfortable with an upholstered seat, and this is in a perennials ticking stripe, so it's an outdoor fabric, which makes it really cleanable, and this natural oak tone just pairs with a lot. In the dining look, it's soft, light, and pared back. The focal point is our new Phipps dining table, and this came about because we had our Phipps collection and all of our design team members were saying, but what about a dining table that looks like the coffee table? And I'm so excited because it's perfect, and we know that it works with all different styles of chairs, which is really important when you're selecting a dining table. This is our new Whitaker dining chair, and I love that you're getting this spindle back, but with a little detail. Also, if you have young ones and they spill, having an all wood chair at your dining table is very convenient, but I love to pair a spindle chair like this with something upholstered on the ends to dress up the space, and we've done slip covers. I love a slip cover with a side chair that's all wood because it adds some softness with the textile and then also goes all the way to the floor. This is a really light, neutral check fabric to just add some interest to the space, but then you still get that light neutral effect. Then we've styled it for hosting outdoors. I think a tray, we often think, put it on your coffee table, but I love to use a tray kind of everywhere. And especially in the summer, I will actually style my dining table with a tray so that I can be ready to just stack things on it and then move things indoors and out. Summer styling is all about creating a relaxed atmosphere in your home. And in these spaces, we created a laid back look, but it still felt very elegant. And I hope you found some inspiration in these spaces and you can get this aesthetic and this feeling no matter where you live.